What's up, CyberHawks? So in today's video, we're going to be creating a virtual machine using good old Bash. The first thing you want to do is be sure you're on the Azure.portal. Be sure you are on that at the top, and you should be on this page here. Now, the second thing you want to do is going to click on the terminal image up here. Go ahead and click on that. And it should ask you if you want to do Bash or PowerShell. Go ahead and click on Bash, since we'll be using Bash for this. And then also too, if this is your first time doing this, it'll probably ask you for your Azure subscription. Go ahead and click on whichever subscription that you would like your virtual machine to be on. All right, so now you should get to this part here. And as you can see, we have Bash and PowerShell right here on the left. So the first command, or I guess starting out, this is AZ VM create. This is for the Azure virtual machine create, because we're about to create that. And then we have to give it a name. You use the -n. We're gonna name this my VM2. We're gonna name it that. Our next thing is the resource group that we want this to be in. Now we're gonna put this in my YouTube test group. If you don't know what I guess resource groups, or you forgot what resource groups you have, just go over here on resource groups and give you a list of your recent ones, and then you can click on the resource groups that get a full list. Type in the resource group you want it to be in. That is another requirement. And then your operating system, which is your image. We're going to be on the last one we did Ubuntu. On this one we're going to do a Windows 2020 data center one right there. And then I guess we could press enter right now, but we also want to have a username and a password. We don't want to use the default username, and we want to actually see our password. So let's go ahead and go to our username first. Our name is CyberHawks, the name of the channel, and then let's do our password, which is admin-password, and we'll be doing password, how about 98765. okay. Password I definitely would not recommend you ever using, but for this you do need a uppercase, lowercase, I think a number or special character or something like that, and then it also has to be like 12 letters. So let's go ahead and press enter, and it's going to be doing this thing for a little bit. So let's go ahead and do a quick fast forward to about 30 seconds from now, and we should hopefully have a virtual machine ready. All right, guys, so it's finished. As you guys can see, we don't have any errors, so everything looking good. So now let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks. So you go to virtual machines, or you can just type in virtual machines up here. So let's go ahead and click on that. And we have our virtual machine, the MyVM number 2. Let's go ahead and click on that. And then, as you guys can see, it's currently running right now. So let's go ahead and connect to it using the RDP, so we guys can have the GUI. It downloads it right there. Now we are doing this on a Mac, so if you do have a Mac, be sure you download Microsoft Remote Desktop. Be sure to download that so you can actually, you know, run the RDP. If you're on Windows, you don't have to worry about that. All right, so once you click on the downloaded file, you'll get this here, right here, the username and password. Our username was CyberHawks. Our password was password 98765, I believe. Let's just double check that. All right, it looks good. Let's go ahead and hit connect and continue. All right, so it's gonna go ahead and do the RDP, and voila, guys, we created a virtual machine, Windows virtual machine, in about like freaking 30 seconds staying there. And currently it's just loading up. Just getting all the profile info stuff right there. Don't worry about it being black. voila, guys. As you can see, we're currently on the Windows on my Mac. Again, you can do this on Mac or Windows or Linux, as long as you you know, go to Azure. But yeah, it was super quick, super simple. Didn't really take too much time. On the next video, I want to show you guys, hopefully on the next video, or like maybe like the next 2 or 3, I'm going to show you guys a cool script we can use while we're creating these virtual machines, so we can kind of have some more variety. You can also use the bash script, or I guess bash shell, like I did, to create multiple machines pretty quickly. And yeah, I actually may end up making a video on that too. But anyway, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace. All right, guys, so I want to do a quick part 2, just to show you guys some of the other things you can do with bash while you're creating a virtual machine. So if you needed, like, I guess, help, you can always just type in azvm create, and then the help command, the -h, and once you click on that, you'll see a full range of the different, I guess, variables you can have for your virtual machine, just like you were actually creating it by clicking on everything. So as you guys can see, we have our name, our resource group that we did just earlier. You can also pick the availability set, your computer name, the count. So if you wanted to do like 3, 4, 5, etc. virtual machines, go ahead and click on that. You can pick your edge zone. You can pretty much type in everything for that versus using the, you know, just the default like I did. Also too, if you need some additional help, you can always use Google, but you can also, let me go ahead and retype this in real quick. Name, okay, we'll do YouTube test group. And then for image, okay, let's say I wasn't for sure exactly what type of images I can use. It will give you a good amount of examples you can use. So type in the -- image, and then I'll just type in like UB, for example, and it should give me an error. And as you guys can see, it gave me an error, and it's showing the other operating systems you can use. So you got CentOS, Debian, that flat car, I guess, SLES, Ubuntu LTS, Ubuntu 2204, etc., etc. So, you know, those are some other tips as well while you're creating this. Hopefully, within like one of the next videos, I'll be showing you guys maybe like a script of me, I guess, creating it, or like the after effects of it, so that you can create a variety of different virtual machines pretty quickly. Definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.